In the Bible, demons are referenced in various contexts across both the Old and New Testaments. In the Old Testament, the term demons appears infrequently, with direct mentions occurring only 3 times. Additionally, evil spirits are noted 8 times. There are also more subtle allusions, such as the prince in Daniel 10, which is often interpreted as referring to a demonic entity influencing earthly events. Transitioning to the New Testament, mentions of demons become much more prevalent, with over 80 instances where they are referred to as either demons or evil spirits. In these texts, demons are often portrayed as malevolent entities that possess individuals, leading to various physical and mental afflictions. Jesus frequently encounters and expels demons, demonstrating his authority over them. Regarding the origins of demons, the Bible does not provide a detailed account. However, certain passages offer hints. For example, some interpretations suggest that demons may be linked to the fallen angels described in texts like Isaiah 14 and Ezekiel 28. Another perspective is drawn from the book of Revelation, where there is mention of a rebellion in heaven led by Satan, which some scholars believe could imply the creation of demonic beings. While the Bible leaves much about the nature and origin of demons open to interpretation, it clearly portrays them as spiritual adversaries that oppose divine will and human well-being. The concept of demons has been a part of human consciousness for millennia, with both Hebrew and Greek languages offering their own terms to describe these entities. In Hebrew, the term shadim is often used to refer to demons. This word appears in the Bible, notably in Deuteronomy 32:17. They sacrificed unto devils, not to God, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. In Psalm 100:637. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, where it is used to describe pagan deities or spirits to whom sacrifices were made. The origin of shadim is somewhat uncertain, but it is believed to be related to the Akkadian word shedu, which referred to protective spirits or gods. Over time, the term in Hebrew came to denote malevolent spirits, distinct from the benevolent or neutral connotation in Akkadian culture. This evolution highlights the perception of shadim as entities that operate beyond ordinary human experience, existing in a realm that is not constrained by the physical limitations of our world. In Greek, the word daimon, plural daimones, is used to describe spirits, which could be either benevolent or malevolent. The term originates from the Proto-Indo-European root daimon, meaning provider or divider of fortunes or destinies. In classical Greek literature, daemon referred to a supernatural force or spirit that could influence human fate, indicating a presence that transcends normal human interaction and understanding. In later usage, particularly within Christian texts, daimon evolved to specifically denote malevolent entities, or demons, as adversaries of divine beings and human souls. Both shadim and daimon underscore the powerful and otherworldly nature of demons, suggesting they possess abilities and knowledge beyond human comprehension. They are often seen as incorporeal beings, lacking a physical form yet capable of exerting influence over the material world. This characteristic allows them to transcend the limitations of time and space that govern human existence, further emphasizing their formidable presence. An example from ancient Greek literature can be found in the works of Homer, where daimons are depicted as guiding forces in the lives of mortals, sometimes for good, sometimes for ill. This illustrates their significant role in shaping human destinies, reinforcing the idea of their extraordinary capabilities and their existence outside the ordinary bounds of human life. Overall, the etymology and evolution of these words in both Hebrew and Greek traditions reveal a deep-seated belief in the potency and otherworldly nature of demons, viewing them as entities that can interact with and sometimes disrupt the natural order from a position of incorporeal power. Revelation 12:4 describes a vision where a great dragon, representing Satan, uses its tail to sweep a third of the stars from the sky and hurl them to the earth. This act is symbolic of Satan leading a portion of the angels into rebellion. Revelation 12:7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, depicts a war in heaven where Michael and his angels fight against the dragon and its followers. Revelation 12:9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Reveals the outcome, with the dragon identified as the devil or Satan, and his angels being defeated and cast out of heaven. The transition from angels to demons stems from their alliance with Satan in his rebellion against God. Originally, these beings were created as divine messengers, existing in the presence of God with a purpose to serve him. However, Satan, driven by pride and a desire to overthrow God's sovereignty, enticed these angels to join his insurrection. Their decision to side with Satan led to their expulsion from heaven, thus transforming them into demons. The imagery of stars being swept from the sky in Revelation 12:4. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. Symbolizes their fall from grace and their new role as adversaries to God's divine order. Satan's rebellion against God holds significant theological implications, particularly concerning the nature of free will, the origin of evil, and the cosmic struggle between good and evil. The existence of free will among angels highlights the complexity of divine creation, where even beings of immense power and closeness to God can choose opposition. The narrative underscores the severity of pride and ambition, with Satan's desire for power leading not only to his downfall, but also to the corruption of other angelic beings. The casting out of Satan and his followers from heaven sets the stage for the ongoing spiritual warfare described in Christian theology, illustrating a world where evil persists but is ultimately under divine control. This cosmic battle between light and darkness emphasizes God's ultimate authority and foreshadows the eventual triumph of good over evil. Historical and theological interpretations often see this struggle as a reflection of human experiences, where believers are called to resist evil and align themselves with divine will. In exploring the origins and destination of demons, as described in biblical texts, one must first recognize the absence of a direct statement in the Bible regarding their beginnings. This lack of explicit information has led to various theological interpretations and hypotheses. However, the scriptures do provide insights into the eventual fate of these entities, primarily through verses such as Matthew 25:41, "Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels." And Matthew 8:29. "And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time?" While the Bible does not directly explain the origins of demons, several theological perspectives attempt to shed light on this mystery. A common interpretation among scholars is that demons are fallen angels who followed Lucifer in his rebellion against God. This view is often supported by indirect references in the Bible, such as the fall of Satan described in Isaiah 14:12-15. 12, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" 13, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north." 14, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit." In Ezekiel 28:12-17. 12, "Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God, Thou sealest up the sum, full of wisdom, and perfect in beauty. 13th, "Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone was thy covering, the sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou wast created. 14th, "Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have set thee so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of God. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. 15th, "Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created, till iniquity was found in thee. 16th, by the multitude of thy merchandise they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of God, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. 17th, thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings, that they may behold thee. Swing, although these passages do not explicitly mention demons. Another perspective is that demons are disembodied spirits of the Nephilim, the offspring of the sons of God, and human women mentioned in Genesis 6:1-4. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days. And also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. This interpretation, however, remains speculative, as the Bible does not explicitly connect the Nephilim to demons. The New Testament provides clearer guidance on the eventual fate of demons. In Matthew 25:41, Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. Jesus speaks of a time when he will say to those on his left, Depart from me, you cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. This verse suggests that demons, along with Satan, will ultimately face punishment in eternal fire. Further insight into the demons' awareness of their impending doom is found in Matthew 8:29. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? In this verse, demons confronted by Jesus cry out, What have you to do with us, O Son of God? Have you come here to torment us before the time? This indicates their knowledge of a future judgment and their anticipation of punishment. Various theological interpretations have been proposed to further understand the nature and destiny of demons. Some theologians suggest that the rebellious nature of demons aligns with the broader biblical theme of free will and the consequences of turning away from God. Others emphasize the role of demons as adversaries to God's plan, reflecting the ongoing struggle between good and evil. Additionally, the final punishment of demons is often seen as a testament to God's justice and sovereignty, demonstrating that evil will not ultimately prevail. In summary, while the Bible does not offer a clear explanation of the origins of demons, it does provide insight into their ultimate fate. Through verses such as Matthew 25:41, Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. And Matthew 8:29. And behold, they cried out, saying, What have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? The scriptures affirm that demons will face eternal punishment alongside Satan. Theological interpretations continue to explore the implications of these texts, contributing to a deeper understanding of the nature and purpose of demons within the biblical narrative.